I am autistic. I am on the autism spectrum. This may come as a surprise to some of you, especially if you only know me through the videos that I've posted on YouTube. To others, this may be more like an aha moment. It definitely was for me once I finally came to grips with the reality of how my mind works. I mean, I've known how my mind works for forever, but I just didn't know it was a thing. I didn't know there were other people who function like me. I've always been different, never fully able to relate to the experience of others. Now I am able to relate to other people, to autistic people. That said, every autistic person is different. That's why it's called a spectrum. And on top of that, if you are autistic, that's not all you are. Just like any other human being, you have a unique set of traits, likes, dislikes, desires, etc. There are a lot of myths and misconceptions about autistic people, but here's what I personally boiled it down to. Being autistic is simply a different type of mind that experiences and processes the world around it in a different way than normal people. And because this world is designed for normal people, that makes it harder for autistic people to function in that design because it wasn't designed with us in mind. If the world was designed for autistic people, then it would be the neurotypical people or normal people who would be the ones struggling in many more areas. I am autistic. That just makes me different, not inferior or superior, just different. If I could cure my autism, I wouldn't. As much as I have struggled in my life socially and in other areas because of the way my mind works, I love me. And the way my mind works is what makes me, me. I, of course, don't speak for every autistic person. My experience is my own, and other autistic people have much more debilitating struggles, and therefore some of them might rather not be autistic if they had the option. But I do feel like a lot of the things that us autistic people struggle with can be dealt with, and we can actually excel at those things if we put enough effort in. I'm talking about things like socializing and connecting with other people and making eye contact and even being an expert at reading facial expressions and body language. Again, not speaking for every autistic person. I just feel like these things are not impossible. They just don't come naturally to us. Kinda like singing. Some kids can hear a song and then just sing it right after pretty well. You've probably met a person who's never taken a singing lesson in their life and they never practice scales and yet their singing sounds amazing. Then there's people who love to sing but they just can't seem to get it right. They take singing lessons and practice their scales every day and their voice still sounds awful. But eventually that person with the awful voice, with the right guidance and persistence, they become great singers. I believe that's the case for many of the common autistic deficiencies in a world that is not designed for us. But it's not that we can't do those things, it's that we need the right guidance and we just need to put in more effort than other people do. Anyway, this is a very complex topic and I do apologize for how much I simplified it and generalized it for this video. Let me know if you do have a question about a specific area about this or if you just want me to expand on my own experience in a future video. I just mainly wanted to take the opportunity today on my birthday to tell you that I am autistic and that it's not a bad thing. Thank you for listening.